What Guys, I'm sweaty as fuck. I should have taken a shower, but I've got this little headband on to catch some of the sweat. What's up? I'm sweaty as fuck. Oh, the sweat stains on my shirt are gross, man. It's hot as fuck right now. I took a nice, beautiful walk. I went to it's not Jean Coutu, it's some other shit, to get my my fucking thing. Oh shit, where even is it? My my blood pressure, because it was kind of high for a second and now it seems to be normal, but it's not the optimal, it's just normal, right? I was watching Prezoh Archival. By the way, it's gonna be a little loud in the background because I'm doing I've got the dishwasher going. Sorry, because you're gonna have to deal with that bullshit. Also, I'm thinking of probably doing some Prezoh streams that are this early, like 10 to 2 or something. No, I haven't listened to that because I'm just waiting until it goes on streaming, if it ever does. If it doesn't, then I'll do whatever. I'll go to the website. I don't know. Sorry, I'm looking at my phone because I want to see my blood. Oh, there it is. It's at, okay, it's in French. Systolic. It's normal. It's at a 133, but that's close to high. But my diastolic is at 80, which is close to good, which is close to optimal. Optimal would be 79. So I don't know how to fix all that, but I'll talk to a doctor maybe. 133 and 80. But also that's after like taking a walk, man. Okay, and I walk fast, so I don't know. This might be fucking slow. Yeah, I put a little bit of Mio in the. I'm gonna be honest. Like I'm just like obsessed right now with sugary, even though there's no sugar in Mio. Fucking sweet ass. I have hypertension. They want to see elevated levels over like a year before they'll do anything about it. Oh, okay, I see. That's good to know. But the thing, like, I think they also like, I had to cancel a doctor's appointment, but they checked my blood pressure when they prescribed me Vyvanse. And so they were like, can you like check your blood pressure like every few days over the course of this next month, and then we'll see if like, you know, Vyvanse is good for you. And then I had to cancel that second doctor's appointment, and now I'm like worried that I probably shouldn't have done that. So now I keep checking all the shit. Made grilled cheese this morning. Yes! That's fucking awesome. Are people watching me? La. Donald. I gotta go on my own. Prezzo. Says I have 4 viewers. What, I love that. We're back to this, dude. I took a couple days off, and now I got 4 viewers on Donald. Good morning, lemon breakfast sandwich. Oh, you know, I didn't even eat, but that's okay. You don't gotta eat every day. No, I'm gonna eat dough. I had a chocolate milk dough, which like felt like eating a little bit. All right, wait, what the fuck? I've been watching your Adventure Time VODs and your gay ass keeps pausing on the good apps. All right, I gotta allow that. Za. I don't know why there's automod on this, but I've never been on my Donald Prezoh profile in years. But I was thinking, if I don't stream that much these days, I think doing these really short early streams, because I think early in the day is when I start like wanting to stream, and I just think about streaming and what to stream. Like, that's what I was like fucking freaking out about. Like if like the last Prezo stream was how much of so many of the days are just spent being like, oh, I gotta wait for the good time to stream, so I got some time to think about what I have to stream, and then I start streaming and I'm like, this shit sucks. And then that's the whole day, and I'm like, what the fuck? There's so many days like this going on. So I'm gonna be taking a bit of a break, and I think for this next month I will be like not streaming that much, just for the fuck of it, you know what I mean? I think I've been enjoying kind of like it's like the last stream was a fucking relief, even though it was kind of like overly dramatic and I cried a bunch, and like maybe that's not the way to deal with, you know, whatever problem you have. It was such a relief. And I don't know, and then I went to therapy yesterday, and that was fucking sick. It was very odd because I had like a bunch of things I wanted to talk about, and my therapist was just like, slow the fuck down, okay? I know you're spending $170 on this, but just just calm down, okay? Relax. Stay in the moment. And then it was a very like, it was very I don't know, it was like out of the blue. She was like, people don't like when I have sessions like this, but it's kind of time for you right now. Because when I made my appointment, it was the day of the stream where I was freaking out, and there was a spot open for the next day, so I was like, holy fuck. And I just kind of like trauma dumped in the little box that said like, why do you want to visit me today? And in that box at some point, without really realizing, I said, I don't feel like I'm connected to my body. I don't see my body as part of me. I feel like I don't really exist. I feel like I don't. It was a very like weird day that morning. And so we had like a few breathing exercises, and we had some kind of like, you know, kind of understanding why I have like those face twitches, and understanding, you know, when I, you know, because she doesn't want me to be like overly aware of my twitches and shit, and when I'm buzzing, because my body buzzes when I'm a little bit anxious, and on stream all the time I'm buzzing. And it was just very like, you know, she would talk to me about stuff, like it seemed kind of like a little bit of gibberish, and then she was like, so what, how did you feel while I said all this? And I was like, oh, and then like certain words would kind of like make, you know, me, I don't know, it was very weird. It was odd, and I can't really explain it, but it was fun. And like then you kind of like learn a little bit more about your brain versus how, you know, versus your body in a little bit. And I've also like talked about this on stream recently, where I'm like, I think last stream I was like, you can just like not feel pain, right? Like you could just be like, oh, that's just actually like a feeling. That's not like, I can just assume that's not like, it's pain because like the brain wants to let the body know like how to deal with that, and I have to trust kind of the process of it. And I just have kind of to listen to my body, but I don't have to be like, oh, it's painful all the time. And it's kind of like that with like the anxiety a little bit, and you know, you'd have to listen to your body a little bit. And so I quit coffee because I think that was like, it was kind of overriding some things that I was already doing by myself by like sleeping like a good amount and taking the Vyvanse and all that, and the coffee was just like kind of ruining it. And I'm doing that now. So taking the walks a bunch, and now I can sleep like decent, bro. I fucking slept at 12:30 a.m. and I woke up at 6. Like that's not like a lot, but it's but like that ain't bad. Hello. So yeah, these streams are gonna be a lot of space between them, maybe, because I like waking up and being like, today is the day I fucking do a bunch of cleaning. You know, I get my work done that I need to, and then I have hours, bro. I have like over 7 hours to just do some fucking cleaning. You know? Fucking shit out a bunch of walks in there and then go to the gym at the end of the day. Like that is, and then I you know, kind of I don't have to allocate a time that's like, all right, I need like 1 to 2 hours to think about what I'm gonna do and ask chat. Like I have no ideas what I'm gonna do, and the chat says a bunch of shit that's probably some good ideas, but I don't want to do them. And I'm like, this isn't how a fucking streamer operates, man. A streamer wants to stream. Fucking most people want to stream, bro. It's like the dream job. Why am I so not into it? So that's another, like, it's been piling on. So I'll come back at some point better than ever, but for now I'm chilling. For now I'm enjoying the summer. But I may like low-key do a lot of these early ass streams, maybe even on Prezo. I mean, if motherfuckers are here, I mean, it is summer, so it's not like motherfuckers are in school, but people do work. You guys are hard workers, and I fuck with you for that. Capitalism is awesome. It's getting better and better. Like, you know what I mean? Elon Musk is about to be the first trillionaire like next year. That's something to be proud of. I love my 80 hours a week job. Wait, that is crazy. That is crazy. 80 hours. I do have an exam in an hour, but just chill. I'm here. Hell yeah, good luck. See, like if I were you, when I had exams, I would start my studying now, and I would fucking get a B. Yeah, 80 would have been crazy. Like, I'm proud of myself when I get 40 hours of streaming a month. So, like, I truly do not sleep the night before exams. Yeah, I'm the same. Or I sleep at like 7 p.m. I wake up at midnight or something like that, and then it's all the studying leading up to it. Because I don't know, I get a little scared that if I wake up or if I sleep at like late, you know, I get like a couple hours of sleep, I wake up and I'm like, I don't remember anything because I was just transported into another world for a couple hours, you know? Like the fuck? So that's smarter than just not sleeping. Let me try that next time. I mean, you have to learn how to, you know. I do like, I sleep a lot better, and this has been kind of my strat recently. I sleep a lot better when I feel like I have infinite amount of time to sleep. Like sleeping at midnight, I'm like, I can struggle for 2 hours still to sleep, and I can have like 8 hours of sleep and wake up at a decent time, and that just makes me, you know, because I get like I kind of get like sleep anxiety over, you know, when it's like 4 a.m. and I have to be awake at 9. I'm like, I'm not sleeping. I'm not fucking sleeping. Even though I could get a decent amount, I could get a fucking decent amount. But it's just kind of the stress of it all, especially if there's like a flight the next day. And then I'm just like, I convince myself that it's better to just sleep on the flight, and then I barely fucking do that. You know? Sleeping pills, again, sleeping pills only really work for me if I feel like I have infinite amount of time. So I always get like 4 hours of sleep before important stuff. It's not the stuff that's stressing me out, it's the sleep. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly that. Like, and I feel bad, like, for the longest time, like maybe when I was like 21, 22, and my mom would want me to visit, you know, I'd always like come like I'd always like show up first day super fucking tired, and I'm like, well, you know, you invited me to a thing and it was kind of early and I wasn't able to sleep because I knew that I had to fucking be here. I was such a dick, man. I would not do that today, bro. I would show up tired as fuck, but I'd be like, I'll need a nap once we get home, Mom. Is that okay? She's like, yes. I always get like, oh yes. I forgot I'm not on Prezo. The chat's not like moving like fucking 100 messages a minute, you know? Damn, dude. Broadcaster Donald Prezoh, moderators Prezo, dude. Sorry, no, that's fine as fuck. Although sometimes like on Donald Prezoh, I just like stop talking for a little bit because I'm like, what the fuck? I don't know. What would I be talking about at this point? The fuck? La 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 la. Why don't I have a penis? Why don't I have a penis? But it is kind of crazy. I'm still getting like the minimum amount of viewers you need to be a partner. Should I be a partner on here, man? Should I like do a couple streams on here and just become a partner? And this just becomes my low-key main. And then I have like game shows on Prezo. I think that's like how someone fucks their whole operation, I think, though. I think people ruin their, they kind of like, they separate their audience a little too hard. Should this more of a job? I think you'd love that. Yes, dude. Yes. They get really policey if you're a partner though, right? I mean, I've mainly been streaming on Prezo. I've showed cock 5 times on my stream and only got banned twice for them. You know what I mean? I'm sure if I show cock right now, I get banned on here too. But also, I understand though, some streamers kind of love the lack of pressure, and I think that's what was happening with me a little bit. This whole year I've been I felt the pressure while not feeling the what's the word? A passion, without feeling the passion, and that fucking sucks, dude. And it's funny as fuck to be like, yeah, Twitch is my passion. Fucking, and then motherfucking people will search like Twitch and see like a fuckhead say a slur. So I'll say the F slur and see who gets banned out of everyone. Wait, and we're on Donald Prezo, so it's like, it's fine. You know? Nah, I'm just playing. You guys are on your main, I think. You guys are on your main. Oh. But if I had like 200 viewers on Prezo on here, dude, I would stream at this time every day. Maybe I should just do that. Maybe I should just be a 200 viewer streamer instead of a 240 viewer streamer. Wait, that would be crazy. La 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 la. But I think a big step I had to take this year was just like not giving a shit too much about viewer count. And that's when, like, you know, kind of the fucking Zelda stream started happening, man. I'm like, damn, this is like the most fun I've ever had on stream in a long time. Ew, what the fuck is that, man? Sorry. Yeah, that's a bruise. Doesn't really feel like anything anymore, though. Because I got really drunk when I was hanging out with French gay men at the bar, and I fell down some chairs. Yeah, I'm kind of in a banana era. Like, that's what I'm thinking, Zane. That's what I'm fucking thinking. But also, like, it feels so chill in the morning. But maybe I could be like the Northern Lion. I could start at 9 to 2 or something like that, but instead of Pacific Coast, it's East Coast, man. Nah, bro. Pacific would hate me. They would hate me. Who said Franco-Ontarians can get crazy? Dude, French... I can't speak. That guy's from fucking France. Or Luxembourg or something like that. I want to pop this little gay zit. But I needed that stream. I needed to cry. I needed to be like, I don't know how to feel about stream right now, to like feel a little bit better about stream. I'm still, I think, gonna go through with the break, but I don't think I'm gonna come back to like just one stream a week or anything, but definitely with like just a better structure of life. So here's like what happened, right? In the past few weeks, I've been going out. And this year, like, like, this hasn't happened in like years. I've like developed crushes again, and that was something that was freaking me out. I was just not liking anybody. I was not interested in the people that I would have thought I was attracted to. I was like, I felt like I don't know, just like the little, I wasn't feeling human. And it's like, I love my friends and I wasn't seeing them. And I have this Brazilian friend that I think is kind of like the funniest person I've ever met in my life, and has so much to say and has like the best advice and is such a comforting presence. And I hung out with him last week or so, and he was like, did you know this was the first time this year we hang out? We hang out more now than when we both like, we hang out less now than when you lived in Ottawa and I was in Montreal, because you would go to Montreal every like 2 months. And I was like, damn, man, because me going to Montreal was me being on a trip, and that's me not needing to think about like the shit. But because I'm at home all the time, I'm at work all the time, even if I'm not doing work, even if I'm not, you know? So I'm not even watching movies at all when I'm here. I haven't been watching movies. The last movie I watched was at the movie theater. Again, you're stuck there, bro. You're stuck at the movie theater once you're there. So you're forced to enjoy, unless you're the motherfucker in front of me that was on their phone the whole damn time. Piece of shit. But at the same time, though, I couldn't tell. I think they were like, it was hard to tell. I think they were trying to get like subtitles because it was in English and we're in Montreal. And they needed French subtitles, and I think maybe they thought there was gonna be French subtitles during Sinners, but there wasn't. So it was like an auto like thing. I don't know. I don't think I've ever had a crush in my life, I'll be real. I've only ever had crushes on women, so that's like a weird gray area. It is like the strongest crushes I've had were like kind of in my younger days in high school, and like half of those were women. And they were my best friends. Like I think they started as crushes and then they just became my best friends. I was like, but I think I'm in love with you. I think I'm in love with you. So like, how do we go? Where do we go from here? And I don't know, because then in 12th grade, or like I knew I was bi already, because I had little tiny crushes on guys too, but they were a little bit more like kind of like, oh, he's cute, you know? It was less like I wasn't thinking about a future with these people, with these guys, but I wanted to marry a girl. But I guess that's kind of like the obvious. It's like, well, you know your parents. I mean, my parents aren't married. They don't want to go through all that. But you know what I mean? I'm gonna drink my fucking red water. I always have crushes on people who are in a relationship. It's so miserable. So here's like, and like this is, I'm like that. This is an example of me like I say too much. But the two crushes I've had this year were specifically like, so one of them was a grinder hookup. Not the one that ruined my life for a little bit, but there was a, like, I was like, I don't know, we were like doing our thing, and at some point I was like kind of above him, and we were just face to face, and then he just like started laughing, and then I started laughing, and then he said, "You're cute," and I was like, "You too," and I was like, I have a crush on this guy now. And like while he was talking, there was like the fucking gross cigarette smoke, and I was like, this is so comforting. I'm obsessed. And then I couldn't stop thinking about him for like months. And then the second one was again like I was like making out with this guy, and I was like, oh, this is cool. I'm making out with somebody. That's fun. And then he looks at me and he's like, and he closes his eyes, and I was like, that was so cute. And I developed a big crush on him. Until like a couple days ago. But I'm not gonna go into that because I think he could be a really good friend. I think he'd be a really nice pal to hang out with. You know what I mean? Holy shit! Welcome to. Okay, I ordered a Factor box and they gave me the money for it. So even if I gave Factor Canada money, Factor fucking US is paying me back. Woo! Woo! So there's gonna be like a kitchen stream where like I'm just gonna be putting it in the microwave and eating it. So no, there was a limit. There was a $60 limit. So I just chose like I think it ended up being like $70. So I wanted like a few meals, like 6 meals. So they gave me $60 and I paid like a bit. So I'm excited. I'm not going to do a tier list, but I am going to be like, ooh, that one's my favorite. Oh, and I'm going to be honest. Like, I feel like I'm going to like it. Is that crazy? Is that crazy to say? I feel like I'm going to like it. Cause like some of the fuck, like I think like Shake Drizzle or something was like was only eating the Factor meals because I think they were getting like free Factor, and like was just so down with it, and just like lost a bunch of weight because it's like just, you know, you just get like the amount you need to survive. And I'm like, all right, sick. Signed up for whatever Liam had a sponsor. I think it's that's HelloFresh. Ow. But then refunded and the number on the overlay went out. Wait, is that a clip? Did he notice? That is so funny. No, wait, what if we're chilling? We're so chilling. We're chilling. I think they like me. I think they asked for the social post and I was like, okay, it's a little silly. If it's a little too silly, I'm sorry, and I can like do something to make up for it. And they were like, la 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 la. So I was like, okay, sick. So, yeah, I've been in decent spirits. So like, so now I'm like worried that I've made this a little too dramatic and I've made people think that I'm like quitting for good. But it was kind of like a save our ship. Is that what SOS means? It was kind of like a, you know, cry for help. Surprised it took a brand this long to realize you're goated for marketing. It did get 1,000 likes on Twitter. Now I don't know if that changed anything for the, you know, for them, if they got any more people like spending money, but quitting for good, you know, definitely like I would need a really good opportunity to fully quit. You know, I think if I relive the opportunity that I got in 2022 from Nick from the Yard and Ludwig to move to LA when Off-Brand started, because they asked me to be like an on-site editor and just do some shit, do some whatever. They just, you know, fill some gaps and make like, you know, a good amount of money. Then I think today I would jump on that because they would just deal with the visa shit. And I don't know about today, like 2025 today, just because America's a little freaky. But I think if I were to relive 2022, I think I would do it. Now, at the exact same time, I got an offer from OTK to be an on-site editor. And I said no. And I think today I would say no. For sure. Even if both of those, like OTK is still going, I think, and Off-Brand is gone, I think it's still it's still you know, it would still be wiser. they would get me some. You have a moral code, and I love that about you, low-key. Thanks. Yeah, I've set the bar really high for morality, you know. If you quit for good, can you do a cameo so we can get monthly checkups and gossip about you on Twitter? Dude, I was looking at that because Cameo messaged me a few months ago being like, come on, man, join us. I've seen your numbers. You need us. Nah, they didn't say all that. But, I don't know. Cause like, if you want people to book you on Cameo, you have to advertise it, and that's annoying. Cameo was just their daily diary vids. I'm gonna be honest, like I've been slacking so bad. Even though like I've been like living life and I have things to say. Like imagine if I did like the diary the day I was going fucking crazy. What is wrong with me, man? Whatever. Maybe I'll go back to it today. After the stream, I'll go back to it. And I'll talk about the last like few weeks. Let's get you on Fiverr. No, Fiverr's really bad, bro. They're a bunch of Zionists, bunch of AI lovers. It's set in Tel Aviv. Set like it's a movie. Don't go on Fiverr, y'all. Invest in an AI startup. That could be fun. That's like kind of the future. Like my mom was like, you know, I think it would be good for you to like kind of like incorporate AI into, because yeah, you have to get ahead a little bit. And I'm like, mama. Like I get it, I respect it, I understand you're scared for me because I'm in like I'm in the arts, I'm in the entertainment, and that's all shit that can easily be replaced by AI, I guess. But I'm going down with everybody, I think. I don't know where AI is going. I'm scared of it. I'm very scared of it. I'm a bit of a doomer. At the same time, the way people have incorporated AI has been just very anti-art, and I don't see how that could be changed at all. I don't really see how that can be changed. Like the person who you know, stopped working with this storyboarder because they were like, well, we can do an AI and we can kind of get to that, you know, actual animation process faster. And the animation is not going to be AI, but storyboarding is AI. And it's like, well, it's a fucking, you are putting a lot of, you know, you are putting a lot of stake and a lot of the storytelling to a computer, you know, whether that be like the facial expressions used and the, you know, the little things. So I don't know. People are like, well, storyboarding, that's like kind of the, you know, that's the part that's fine to use with AI. And I'm like, man, yeah, it's the whole thing. It is the animation versus, you know, minus like a bunch of the frames. So AI conversation every stream, but I guess we gotta have it, huh? Yeah, it's the it is the human vision. Fuck, man. That was like really depressing to read all that and then read all the quotes being like, bro, just fucking get over it, man. Okay, you're replaceable. It's just storyboarding. Fuck you, and it's all like blue checks. One of the big reasons I left uni is because of AI. It scares me so much, and every day my classes talk about AI and AI art, and I think recently it was just part of a module they're there to use AI. Yeah. Man, having a module for AI right now is kind of fucked because it's so like, it is in its worst state right now, no matter what, right? It's so ugly right now, and there's no good way to use it. It's only, we haven't figured out a way that's not anti the other modules. And I guess maybe it would teach you like, oh, what's the most ethical way to use AI, but then you're kind of coping, I think. You're kind of coping. I think also the only time, at least in my job, video editing, where AI's been good, although I don't know if it's actually using AI or if it's an AI company with this tool. But I've used it once and it wasn't very good. It was just cutting out all the silences, and then you're like, and then you put in like, you know, kind of the like, oh yeah, no silence after a cut at all, like it starts, and then you could put all your little things, and it was very janky, and I was like, I feel like this is, you know, not AI. But if it is AI, that is kind of like the only kind of like like no editor is doing this. No editor wants to really do this. Like fucking 6-hour Clint Stevens footage turned into 10 minutes. But if you use that and then you're like, it's done, you're fucked, bro. It's gonna be a shitty video. It's bad. Not only do all the students use it, I feel my S's are so loud. All the students use it, but the profs also use it to market my school. Ugh. Wait, I remember stories from like 15 years ago that Netflix was using word cloud generators to come up with slop show ideas, and it doesn't seem any different now. At least it was just to help you brainstorm, and then human writers. Yeah. Yeah. I do wonder, like, I'm not like an expert at this, but I do wonder, like, you know, because kind of like the fun, I don't know, the fun of watching movies, the fun of fucking having art enter your life is a lot of it for me. And this is maybe because I'm an editor and I like to draw and I like the details, but I am always like, how did someone think of this, bro? They must have been high, dude, to think of this shit, dude. Or like, how did they, you know, how did they make this? How the fuck did, you know, how did they film this? And sometimes, like, you know, people would be like, oh my God, this commercial was made with all AI. And it's like these crazy like camera angles and these like fucking like these colors. And it's like, you can't do, but it's like, you want me to be impressed? You want me to like be like, oh, this is just colors on a screen at this point. There has not been anything else. It's colors on a screen. That's it. Like, the people impressed are just impressed that AI exists, but that's gotta become old. That's gotta get old as fuck. Cause AI, like, we're already like, again, I think the fun of AI was literally like the what is it called? DALL-E? The 9 images that like maybe 2 of them had like some semblance of whatever the fuck the prompt was, and it's like, okay. And it was interesting literally for a week, and then that Twitter account that was posting a bunch of them was like, all right, let's move on to something else. And then it started becoming what it is now a little bit, and they were posting a little bit of that, and then they were like, it's no longer funny, it's no longer charming, this is just a little bit depressing. I work in video, in VFX on commercials, and AI shut down a bunch of companies this year. Budgets have gotten so much lower because people are like, AI is so cheap, but then the work isn't ready for high level shit, and it becomes this shitty cycle. Yeah. At least with like, you know, I'm in probably a much smaller scale, but like I work with a lot of editors for Cold Ones, and there's a lot of like passing around the, you know, the files and, you know, the After Effects and like going into it and going into the layers. But if it's AI, what is it, just flattened? Is it just a flat layer? And it's just like, well, you're given what you're given a little bit, you know, there's no like, you can't really work on it more than like whatever. And but like what sucks about that right now is like, oh, it's a shitty cycle. What sucks about that later is like they might fix that. And then AI has become even a little bit too good again. So I don't know. I really do hate that this technology even exists. Like, yeah, I guess it was inevitable, but it just sucks. Yeah, I think it's a net negative unless it goes into like medicine, but it's still like, so you just like just take down like the fucking idea of art for this thing to quote unquote save money but also spend a lot of money, you know. It is very good for medicine and programming. Yeah, programming as well. It's you know, but as a artist and wow, I've just been playing this Blood Orange album over and over again. La 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 la. But yeah, losing art over it is a big one, because you're losing humanity and you're losing you know, I don't know. Do people feel like watching a streamer that is AI is good? Like, I don't understand people, because then you're still gawking at the fucking technology if like a stream is all AI. You know, but we gotta, you know, the technology, like how long can we be impressed by that? You know what I mean? I watched way too much of that AI Seinfeld and then Steam Hams one. That I looked at clips for that like way after it happened. Like I was watching it a little bit while it was happening. I was like, that's crazy that this is a thing and it looks scuffed enough and it's still going on for whatever reason. But now I'm like looking at I looked at the biggest clips and I'm like, this is shit. This is bad. This is really just nothing. And a lot of what you see in that is like still what you see in AI right now, which is just kind of like the very like kind of like the obvious answer, and the, you know, I do wonder about Grok, you know. I think there is like the curiosity of it and being like, I talked about this in fucking in therapy yesterday. Well, it was mainly her, because therapy is also kind of in trouble. And she was like, I talked to ChatGPT years ago and it was like, I'm sorry. And I'm like, you're not sorry. What are you talking about? You have no, how can you be sorry? You already like, you're like the machine that like you're not, I'm not. And she was like, you know, and I haven't really talked to her about how, I do want to bring this up. I think next week I have another therapy session. I do want to bring up this kind of like and I think she'd have a lot to say, kind of the being replaced and kind of the feeling doomer a little bit. Family's genuinely arguing with me about it, but I'm so bad at articulating why I'm against it. Yeah, I'm the fucking same. I'm the same, and that's fucking why I have to only argue in a damn like echo chamber. Because if one of you, as soon as I get some pushback, I'm like, I don't know what to tell you, man. Okay. Because it you know, a lot of arguments for AI is like, but it's good for this, but you know, we've been through this before, people will lose jobs for blah blah blah, and it's like, damn. everybody's gonna become like an AI specialist. Everybody's gonna become a fucking prompt, like a person that puts in prompts. And I guess like yeah, Zane, it's a touchy subject, because I think, and I don't really understand why older generations are so for it, right? Because it's so, but I guess maybe the newer generation is just as much. I don't know. It's I don't know. I don't know who's for it. It's closer to the future they always thought would exist. Yeah. Yeah, that's like the Elon Musk. It's like, yeah, let's go to, let's make Jetsons start happening. My grandkids are going to hate my AI hating ass in the future. We can't say robot anymore because it's a slur. Again, I'm like, I'm a doomer, but I'm also like, I'm hoping, because AI is gonna stick around, I'm hoping that it just somehow art and AI coexist and they don't battle each other. They kind of stop battling each other. AI becomes kind of like a Comic Sans type where it's a little, it's like, it's gross to you. It's like, it's just kind of like, you know, that's the thing of the past. Like, I hope that it just becomes a little, you know, art will always win. People said the same shit about printers. Yeah. Art is very, it is like, at least today, right now, like a something with any clear AI. Like I will be honest, like the what's that movie with the accent that was AI? That seems like kind of like the most like, okay, we've got this technology. It is something. No, the sorry, the brutalist. I did not like explain that well at all. That is like the most like, okay, we have this tool just to tweak something type shit. And I'm like, all, you know, it's a little bit less gross. It's a little, you know, yeah, it kind of reminds me a little bit of like auto-tune. You could definitely make the, because I haven't like, I definitely haven't watched or like read it like much about it, and I'm sure there's some really good points against it. And you could make the argument that's like, well, it's some people's jobs to kind of train, you know, train actors to, you know, and then it's like you're skipping that step, and it's like, that's, you know, that's real, and that's fucking vibes. So it's it is a slippery slope. We have audio editing. I don't see why it needs to be AI. Yeah. Yeah. But I guess I'm thinking like, I don't know how AI works in that way. I was so sure fucking Dev Hines just said Mr. Beast. Yeah, that's something to think about. Yeah, I haven't really with the brutalist specific example, I haven't really thought about it too hard, but it seemed to me that was like, okay, if it, you know, it's a thing that's like, all right, we need to kind of tweak some, but I haven't watched it. So maybe I need to. Cheers. It's 4 hours, eh? Main thing for me is that ruining the environment. No ifs and buts. Yes. And the main thing for me with that is just like ChatGPT. Because now that's become kind of like a drop in the bucket where it's like ChatGPT and like Grok and all these like everyone has access to it. And that's kind of like what is the most fucked up about it. I just wish it was like difficult to get. I wish it was maybe behind like a fucked up paywall. You know, that only like a select few could use, but you know, then it's very like it's a you know, you're using it for, I don't know, it's obviously like then it's like taken away from like the programmers that are like, you know, it's kind of like new fucking developments for, I don't know, it's weird. I was so bummed when I found out about AI. It seemed like it was largely unnecessary too. I mean, AI is always unnecessary. I think it is like, you know, these like big companies are I mean, like, we already, like, not big companies, like the, you know, I don't know whose idea it is in that sense to add the AI. As a programmer, AI is not that helpful at all. It writes really unoptimized code, just as slop as anything else it writes. Then I wonder about the because I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea. Definitely a weird one. I guess it's just would have never learned programming if it weren't for ChatGPT, because it's just one of the worst basic codes that doesn't work, and I was motivated to fix it, and also it could spot some of my mistakes. Yeah, see, like this is where I'm like, I feel like it needs there needs to be like something, because like people are just talking to ChatGPT, having full conversations with ChatGPT, having like therapy sessions with ChatGPT, and like just trying to figure out who like their, you know, most famous follower is on Twitter with Grok. You know what I mean? Like it's that's where like I feel like that's the fucking land. Like it's where like if it was just kind of the bare minimum, I think it would be okay. I think it would be okay. But people being like, oh, look at this fucking awesome thing I generated of a like a woman. I don't know. The screenshots I've seen of the therapy sessions are so scary, because every single time the AI is telling you did nothing wrong, no matter there's, yeah, exactly, yeah, it's true. It's true. The things that have worked the best in therapy for me is pushback, you know? And I'm sure there's like didn't like Slushy Noobs or whoever, like Mandy's iPhone get like sponsored by an AI therapy app or some shit like that? I'm sure those are like specialized to push back a little bit more. I don't know. I might be crazy. I feel like that happened. Yeah, I won't weigh into the programming thing, but if it's, I mean, if it's teaching you shit, but therapy is really fucking funny to do in ChatGPT, because people literally just want a friend that just agrees with everything. Like that's what they need. You need to go outside a little bit. Okay. But anyway, maybe that's enough of that, but maybe streams around this time could be fun though. Imagine like this fixes everything. Stream from 10 to fucking 5. Then I'd miss a whole Northern Line though. But if I only stream like 3 times a week, I do like Wednesday, Saturday, Sunday. That'd be cute. Who's the most famous person who follows you? On Twitter? I feel like Schlatt is like weirdly so famous. You know what I mean? Like these like YouTubers are like too famous. Really, lasagna? That's sick. I think yeah, I'd probably have like a lot less people watching me around this time, but I think, I mean, it beats like not streaming at all. And I think it just like it feels a lot less pressure. There is like also the pressure when you're streaming at the same time as everybody else. I'm sorry about the bruise. It looks disgusting. It's like such a gross color. It looks like I fucking wiped my ass. Because if it's later in the day, then it's like Squeaks is live, Chibley's live. It's like I want to be watching streams, man. Oxel's gonna be live. Like I'm like I have to do something fucking awesome, you know. But then I'm like, you know, I'm gay. And like I don't got shit to do in the morning, man. Well, I do. Usually I do all my work in the morning, but if I just, you know, if I do my work at this like right after stream, shit doesn't change, man. The Australian motherfuckers that I work for are awake in 8 hours. Or like 7 or 6 or some shit like that. They'll wake up to my awesome bullshit. Pimple underneath my eyebrow or sign set from the devil. Dude, I thought I was gonna have this. Wait, I had a pimple that was like ruining my fucking life, and I was like, this is gonna be here forever. It's like bright as fuck, but it's like, it's fading. I'm happy. But also, I feel like at this time, I gotta learn how to like be louder. I'm too damn chill. Too damn chill. Motherfuckers are at work, bro. I have this whole building for myself, man. It doesn't matter, bro. The baby's probably in daycare now. Okay, how old was he? He was like 6 months old, maybe? A year and a few months ago? Like, this motherfucker's old now. About to be like 2 at the end of the year. Upper lip ones. Oh, I hate when they're here. I haven't had that in a very long time. But when they're like on where there would be a mustache, that would happen to me so fucking much when I was like younger. I think I would do something wrong. I have one there right now. I feel like, I don't know, because I would get them there so much. And then like I would Google it and it's like, oh yeah, it's like dairy puts zits there sometimes. Specifically there. And I'm like, what? Yeah, pimple on the cheek, that's like classic. Yeah, that is kind of beautiful. But I think it's also if it's like near the chin, then you start feeling it more. Cheek, beautiful. I never had like the, you know, kind of the skin and craters like the moon, you know. type B, I didn't have the galaxy on the cheek, but in my brain I was kind of jealous of that. Not because I wanted to have more pimples, but because I had those very bright, and I still have those. Yeah, Pink Galaxy left undressed. I could not remember that damn lyric. I had like those very bright, like very glaring zits that would like kind of be the talk of the town. Like I started getting these gross fucking zits in like 5th and 6th grade, and I was like the only motherfucker with acne at that point. And I was like 5'10". I was like gross. Decorative pimple patch, dude. I fuck with a pimple patch. I don't know why people are making fun of people with pimple patches outside, bro. It just like lets you like not think about the damn zit you got too much. Okay, we gotta let motherfuckers hide some zits. Okay, bruh. I'm 5'11", but I was 5'10" for like the longest time in middle school. And I was like, dude, I'm gonna be fucking 6'4", bro. I'm gonna be so tall. And then I just stopped, man. I like inched my way up to 5'11" throughout high school, but then it stopped. I need Chili to get pimple patches so bad. The only ones I found are at specific Korean skincare stores. Wait, that's crazy. That they're like, can I like Google pimple? Do we even have them? Do we even fucking have them? What if it's just a US thing, dude? Like, okay, whatever. La 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 la. No, but imagine having like, oh man, I quit coffee. But imagine having like a coffee time every morning, like around this time. Why the F not? Y'all just have some bullshit to watch at this time, man. Could be cute. Right now is my coffee time, to be honest. Oh man, quitting coffee is gonna be hard, but I think I need to. I just think I need to. I need to like recalibrate my brain a little bit. And I also like, you will become ultra famous in Poland. Yes. But also like, who's live right now? Dumb Dog. See, like I'm just fucking biting Dumb Dog's shit. And like Zoil's gonna be live at some point. I think it's like, you know, I'll be in good company. NL's live in 30 minutes. Look, okay, I'll be streaming during NL a little bit sometimes if I stream during this time. But I think that's okay, bro. I think that's okay. I don't know how many of my viewers are NL viewers. And Northern Lion doesn't like show up in my like viewers you share or streamers you share viewers with little thing. I don't like NL. Never watched NL. That's fucked up, bro. Yeah, I'm annoying. Well, no, I'm not annoying in his chat. I don't talk too much in his chat. But yeah, was it yesterday? He made like a joke that he wasn't super proud of. Everybody like I can't, and I LMAO'd in his chat. He was like, Prezzo, you really like that one, huh? That's kind of crazy. And I was like, oh shit, bro. I'm getting fucking called out for LMAOing too hard while everybody's just I can'ting. But I thought it was good. I don't wait, let me watch the clip. IF slur B in the clip. This.
Victoria is so pretty. Me watching the Spice Girls concert, age 9, circa 1997. I was actually always more. Do you like that one, Prezzo? It was so like so stupid. I can't getting a big Lamau with multiple O's from you. That wasn't on my bingo card for that one, but I think it
Millennial
brightened my spirits, honestly.
Aww. Aww. Why did this clip get 400 views? I just I was just like,
And I
oh,
gotta tell you, the 6 people
my friend 24 Frames of Nick got an awesome shout out.
And I gotta tell you, the 6 people I follow are not watching a lot of movies. It's pretty much just you and Frames of Nick. That's pretty much it.
That shit got 400 views. Like, that's chill as fuck. Like, motherfuckers must have been a little confused. La la. 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 So we get drunk. So we get grunk. Bye, Jinsouls. That's where people were like backseating parenting to him in Chili's chat. I felt so bad. Nah, dude, he's gonna be talking about this today, dude. Oh, also this. I don't know, I like getting attention. I've been clipping the attention
You
again.
can talk to them.
They're all saying no. Prezo said no, Lamau.
Prezo.
No amount of what? I forget.
Hi, Prezo.
Chat, I think I only want to kiss. I don't even want to do anything else.
That's fine with me. I love Prezo, man. Prezo's the best.
Dude, I had this.
I'm gonna be honest, like, I thought they hated me all because I was taking a long time with unpaid intern. Every fucking time. But then I had a talk with Nick, and he was like, nah, everybody was kind of like not at the top of their, like, it was like kind of a, you know, it was kind of a fucky production. Like, throughout, you know, the whole thing.
Thought the other day, I almost tweeted it. Prezo is the white Liam.
Yeah.
Is this anything?
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
No.
Dude, we gotta bring out our genius idea. We let Prezo edit one episode of The Yard, however he
We
wants.
thought about this.
And we just title the episode,
And whatever Ludwig says right here is gonna be demonic and fucked up.
we let Prezo edit this one.
Yeah, that's good.
It's a fire
Well,
idea.
But what if it's just like identical to Archie?
It wouldn't be. Have you seen him edit anything, bro?
What's a bummer is it would fucking take 6 months to come out.
Yeah, we record one in advance. And then we just say, hey, you got this one comes out in a month and it's all you.
That's heat.
Cook.
To be fair, this has also been part of like why I like started freaking out. And the reason why like my idea was to just stream once a week initially is because sometimes I'll be asked, hey, do you have time to make an edit? I'll give you like $300 million. And I'm like, oh, but then I'd have to like miss stream for like 2 weeks. And I'm like, is this really how I'm living? This is really how I'm living? So for now I'm like trying out, I'm dipping my little toes into streaming like a lot less. Or streaming at this exact time, and then I have the full fucking day for whatever the hell else. You know what I mean? La. So. I think that's a good schedule. It is like so stupid that stream throughout my career, it has been like all day I'm thinking of stream until stream happens. Like my edits are so shit because I'm like, oh, I gotta finish like a good chunk of the video because stream is gonna happen later. I gotta think of what to stream, and I'm like, so stupid. This is dumb. You know? So, you know what I mean? That's where I'm at. No crying. Again, I don't really know why I cried. I think it was like just the chat, you know, not knowing what's going on and me not knowing how to verbalize and how to make people understand where my head is at. And I just couldn't stop crying literally for an hour. Yeah, it was like pent up bullshit. But it's not like sad. It's just like yeah, it is. I guess it's just like the anxiety. It was kind of a bit of a relief and a release, I guess, because, and I said this on stream, and it was a cute little moment. I didn't watch it back. I don't want to watch that shit back yet. But it's like, I for like a second I was like, fuck, this may seem like I'm crying because I'm gonna miss everybody. I was like, I'm not crying because I'm gonna miss you guys. It's because I've been wasting so much of my fucking time doing this. And the reaction made me feel happy about that. It was very I don't know. That was like, I don't know. It was such a potentially cringe stream, but I kind of needed that so bad. Man. Saldana, I've been well. Hello. I think I haven't seen you in a while. I think. La 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 la. La la. I've been going outside. That's like been, I think, kind of the vibe, right? I've had a lot of there's a lot of people that are like, I'm low-key like, I got some like real shit for going on in my life that I need to deal with. And this like consistent, like every fucking day watching one of the guys fucking talk for 5 hours every damn night, like I can see how that could be in the way of maybe living a real life. I'm on winter break right now. Wait, that's crazy. Southern Hemisphere, shout out. Shout out. Is winter break, I would assume, low-key, it's long. No. Oh no, I don't know anything about the Southern Hemisphere, man. How long is it? How long is winter break? Like, I feel like I lived in Australia for a year, but it was during COVID. But like, I also wasn't like talking to the fucking high schoolers. How long is the mid-year break? In school, it was like 2 weeks, but for university, like a month. Because like here, it's summer break, so you get 2 months to enjoy the summer, and then you get like maybe like 3 weeks to enjoy the winter, because who fucking enjoys the winter? You know, you just do that shit for the Christmas. But also, like, you can enjoy winter a little bit more in most of Chile. And I'm sorry that I've moved on from saying Chile to Chile. It's just it fucks me up a little bit to say Chile or Chile. And I think the English language wants me to say Chile, which is fucked up. That's fucked up. La 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 la. I say Chile when I speak English. I think I started saying Chile because you know, you can easily say like Chilean. If I put accent on one word, then I start putting accent on my entire sentence on accent. That's bad. That's shit. Or like you like just have to pause, get into the mindset. Chile, and then whew, it's like croissant. You can't switch to a French accent. Yeah, no, like I'm also not doing this. And like for a little bit, I was saying Putin when I wanted to say poutine, because I would get fucking scolded by French Canadians when I would say poutine. They would be like, "You're not a fucking real French Canadian. What are you saying poutine like that?" It's poutine, okay? And I've realized that's not fun. Why would I do that? I'm speaking a different language. In other words, Canadians say everything wrong. I just don't give a fuck enough to try anymore. Yeah, I think Also, like, dude, I get so mad. Well, no, I don't get mad, but I get a little weirded out at like people who like just like please ignore the whoa incident, okay? I get so mad when people just like say things differently because of like a regional thing and people get so angry. I'm gonna be honest, like okay, like Toronto, you know, people will say Toronto. They don't have to say that word that many times in their lives, okay? Whoa isn't spelling regional, but you know, whatever. I'll just I get a little annoyed when like just people will be living their lives online saying shit like I played soccer, and then a damn ass fucking gay ass motherfucker will be like, you mean football? And it's like, okay, these are two Americans talking to each other. If one of them says football, that's gonna ruin the whole damn conversation. Okay, it's gonna confuse people. You gotta like just like let them fucking let them have their fucking moment. Or you know, so there's some other shit, but I can't find the examples. Color and color, you know, there's shit like that. Like the spelling and the pronunciations of shit. I think people are too like boomers, we have this discourse all the time. I do have to be like, you know, some of the editors will write color without the U, and I'll be like, oh well, it's an Australian show, like there needs to be the U. You know, well, I say bagel, but I don't speak like a Canadian because I'm French Canadian. I say this like so much as if it's like a fun fact. Like people are like, oh, but I learned English through TV and like video games and stuff like that. Yeah, dude, this song's good. Neighborhood, Europe. I hate when like autocorrect, like for like my shit knows I'm Canadian, but autocorrect will like change some bullshit and I'm pissed off. Bagel, 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 bagel. Unless bagel, 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 bagel. I have a bagel. Cause NL says bagel. I'm really Americanized and saying Toronto and not Toronto makes so many people around me so mad. Yeah, people say bagel, bagel, and also and when NL says pasta, it's like, okay, you guys know he's Canadian, okay? The whole chat is just like, pasta. Why do you say it like that? You say it all fucked up. It's like, like you gotta listen to people, man. You gotta listen to like how people. I don't know. Are Montreal style bagels actually a thing? Yeah, but I haven't had one yet. I haven't had one yet. I've been off my bagel shit. Yeah, I don't have a Canadian accent. I mean, maybe I have a subtle one. I don't know. This one Cartoon Network show, OKKO, made all the voice actors say sorry like Canadians for no reason. Sorry, I love sorry. I think I tried to incorporate that when I was in like high school because I thought that was so much nicer. Sorry. But I couldn't get into it. South Park Canadians, bro, like I wish I could move my head like that. This is also how I feel about people saying, wow, NYC must be so expensive when I tell them I live here. Like, yeah, it is. It sucks. Now what? Oh, yeah. It's like the conversation you have to have every single time. Shit. That's like sometimes how I feel when I see like an incredibly tall person, like a someone who's like 6'8", And I'm like, I'm just gonna skip the thing. I'm gonna skip it. I'm not gonna say it. You know, it's not like I want to say a joke or anything. Sometimes with Zoil, though, I think last time I did that, I was like, Jesus fuck, dude. God, you're tall. But I try, like, but yeah, like I saw someone who was like super tall, and like all the, you know, all the heads were turning, and I'm like, damn, that is crazy. Cause it's like, it doesn't feel rude because it's not like, you know, like sometimes people like, you know, if someone's got like, I don't know, something going on with their face, people will like turn their heads and be like, oh, I shouldn't have turned my head. But with the tall person, I was like, holy shit, that person's tall. This guy's life is awesome. So, la la, la la la. See ya, Salt Dana. Cool seeing you around. Please don't ask me about my height. Wait, that's fucked up. Imagine me in your 20s and you're like, yeah, I've lived my whole life needing to introduce, like, you know, have this conversation every time, so let's just skip it. And that's the first thing you have to tell someone. As a 5'6" man. Oh, dude, I think there was a time in Australia, I hooked up with this, like, he was probably like 5'2" or something like that. And like, and then we like made the plans. That's the vibe. What's the vibe like in Australia? It's pretty gay. It's nice. It's really funny. Like, people are funny as fuck in Australia. And we like made the plans, and before, like, you know, before he like drove to my place, he was like, wait, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, I forgot to tell you, I'm really short. and then I wasn't responding for a little bit because I was like, you know, fucking showering or something, and he was like, I can stay home, we can cancel this if you want. And I was like, no, you're chill. Oh my god. Jesus. He was chill. He was chill as fuck. Before that, we had like just like a conversation. I kind of fuck with like a long ass conversation right before. Maybe it like fucks the whole, like, the excitement or whatever, but like it's like I kind of like I like started learning about his job and like when he came to Australia from, like, I think it was like Colombia. No. I forget. But he's like someone that I got like a tiny little crush on. And he worked at like a deli. Dude, Donald Trees are so funny. Like, what the fuck am I doing? Okay, dude, we gotta like move on from this album. That's been the whole. It's been good though. I like Blood Orange. Ooh, this album's good too. Is your deli sandwich order? I go to this Italian sandwich place I haven't been to a while just because it's been really hot. I'm sweating too easily when I walk places. What the fuck do I get? Oh, I got a Bocchetta. Something. La la. Bocchetta Rapini. That's what I get. It's good as fuck. Was the crush tiny because of him? No, but I think the same thing happened with the whole like looking at each other in the eyes, and I was like, oh fuck, dude. I guess that's how I get crushes, bro. I gotta be like I gotta like learn about their life story a little bit. They gotta like look like they're low-key in love with me. And that's enough. Dude, I'm so excited for this new Blood Orange. Actually, let's play the new music. The new music that just came out. Have y'all heard music? Do they have an album called Angel's Pulse? Isn't that a fuckhead? La la. Sorry. You should do the new Quadeca album like that one chatter was telling you to. They messaged me and they have an account called Dev Lemons Updates and has 20,000 followers. And they DM'd me from that account saying, sorry for harassing you about Vanisher during such a vulnerable stream. It's only up from here, so don't give up. So that was sweet. Dev Lemons. Remember when I called her Def Lemons? Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, like, man, I don't mean to talk about this like all the fucking time. Definitely collab with Def Lemons. I've been talking about this too much, but yeah, that day, the day of that stream, I started the day so hopeless. And then I just kind of like tried to rewire my brain and kind of plan out my life a little bit and really think about this and really talk to myself about it. And the stream also helped. And the start of the stream, my mind was a little bit different from the end of the stream, and then shit's just shifting, and I like it. I love change. You love my hair? Oh, it's probably because of this. It's kind of like that little, it's kind of creating like tiny bangs. I want to get a haircut again, even though I just got one, but I don't think he cut the front enough. But that's my fault. He was like, is this enough? And I was like, yep, that's enough. Shout out Algeria. My barber's from there. Purple is low-key your color. Thank you! Wait, really? Oh, there's like a color that's like not mine. I feel like yellow's not my color. I think it's just because it doesn't pair good with my face and my skin color. Your color's rainbow. Sorry, that was me. Yes, mean as fuck. Oh, but also purple's the gay color, right? La 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 la. La 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 la. He looks so vibrant. It's because of this. Purple's gayer than pink. I do like pink more. Man, this, I don't know if pink looks, I don't know if I have much pink. Thank you, Breadman Wink. I'm kind of confused because this feels that like it should transition into the next song. There's still like a, 13 seconds left, but. And then this is the next song. So I'm like confused. And they're back to back on the track list. La 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 la, like, oh. Lake. I'm so excited though. 30 days. 30 days. Yeah, not too, maybe like a bright pink. Which, oh, I do have like that bright pink cut off, like sleeveless shit. It comes out in 30 days, August 29th, 2025. I feel like so many songs should get circumcised and then they just don't have the awkward 10 seconds after singing. No. I don't agree, because I feel like that's what Lord did with a lot of songs, and I feel like it you know, it needs like 10 seconds of some random bullshit to really feel like it's a bit more of a kind of like a I still feel like this about Virgin. Yeah, you reflect a little bit, you think about it. A bit of an experience. A bit of a because like melodrama, I see it to be like so theatrical or cinematic, and I think that's like kind of what makes it. It's like the end of the scene, a bit of the end of the, you know, yeah, Laura can do whatever she wants. I accept the vision. I understand that's probably the vision, and I'm happy to say that it's better off however she did it. Okay? You know? I listen to Blonde, I think only once though. I think that would be a good album listening moment. That could be fun. At some point. So I'm thinking maybe tomorrow I'll stream around this time on Prezo. Maybe at like 9, which might be like too early for some of y'all. 3 hours ago that would be. But I want to just I think it's fun. I think it's well, to be fair, I don't know. I like doing shit early in the morning. I might need to do groceries. But fuck it, bro. Now I got the rest of the day. Hello? You know? I have a job interview tomorrow. Good luck. Good luck. Yeah, I'm I don't know. I feel I've been feeling a lot better. I love this song, dude. Love this song. Lord is in it. No, that's Blood Orange. No. Lord is in it. I'm scared a little, but thanks. You know. Just think of it as a fucking real interview for like a movie that's coming out. Or maybe that's more stressful. Maybe that doesn't really make any sense. I've only done like one proper in real life job interview for grocery store, and I got it. But I've had a lot of calls for others. My first job, it was kind of just like, we need somebody ASAP, like literally tomorrow, or else we're gonna go bankrupt. And I was that guy. Fucked up an interview in Montreal and I'm still embarrassed. I was like, another friend will be here. But it's okay. It's okay. But every other one went so well. So bad at them, I hate all the mind games. Like, I promised I'd be good at the job. Just let me do it. Oh my god. I kind of don't remember the questions for the grocery store one. I think one of them was like, so what's an example of like leadership that you've shown in your last job? Because I worked in another grocery store. And I think it was like, ooh, I think people weren't aware of, I don't know, I think I made some shit up. It was like, oh, I kind of like fixed like this like Christmas fucking bullshit that was happening. Like we didn't have any other food left and we got like a pallet too late and we needed to do this really fast, and then you know, we needed to unpallet it and put all the yogurt where it was supposed to go within like 20 minutes, or else we were gonna go bankrupt and the place was gonna explode. And then the managers was like, "Whoa, we need more of this." Thanks, Brett. Wow, you've been saying some really kind things. I messed up my eye exam yesterday, even though I saw the letters correctly. I think I have to cancel my health. I slept through my eye exam, and now I have to make another one, and I kind of want to make it in a different place because I don't want to show up and they're like, "You're that guy that fucking didn't show up." If you were a drink, what would you be? What would I be, bro? I'd be, but then people would say like their favorite drink, right? You have to like kind of think outside of the box. I guess maybe that's like, you know, if you're applying to a job where you have to think outside of the gay box. I'd be fruit punch because I'm a little fruity and gay, and I have a lot of, I'm sweet. I'm a sweet guy. You know, people are just like, Diet Pepsi, because I like Diet Pepsi. Lemonade, yes. That would be milk. Fuck you, dude. I haven't heard this. Apparently it's a very popular Blood Orange song that I've not heard. Is that fucked up of me? Maybe I need to listen to this damn album. Damn, man, there's so much music in life. La 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 la. Ooh, my right foot is like asleep. Like, you know, it's got the pins in it. But it's not too bad. It's not too bad. I kind of saved it early. But that's like one of the worst feelings in the world. All right, drinking more of this juice. Well, I'll continue my day. There's nothing I'm really doing, but I wanted to kind of like talk. You know, I talked more a little bit about the last stream and where my thoughts are, and I kind of wanted to do that again in a much clearer mind. And I'm still not totally sure where I'm at, but it's been nice to like wake up and be like, taking a lot of walks and shit, going to therapy. So I've got a canker sore there. Excuse me. Excuse me. I'll put salt on it. Oh. I'll gargle some bullshit. I'm feeling so fucking chill right now. What the hell is happening? La la la. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Maybe. Well, I'll try it a morning stream, and if I fuck with it, we'll do maybe more of those. But I still want to throw on some night streams, especially if I'm doing some like Adventure Time stuff, and just because I don't want to have people miss that. But I'm probably gonna be streaming more on weekends more than like during the weekdays, or like 2 during weekdays, 2 during weekends, maybe. I hope everyone has a great rest of their day. Everybody that has a day. And maybe I'll do a Donald like fucking Donkey Kong Bonanza ass thing soon. Cool. Everybody feeling chill? Bye everybody. Bye.